Hello everyone, welcome back to Base Damage. Cade here. We have a little interesting thing today. One of my other really good friends on Discord sent me this and was like, hey, you might want to hop on this with the Bushiroad Content Creator Program. A little bit quiet today just because other people were busy in the house, so I'm just trying to be quiet. But we still might make some waves today. So I wanted to take a look at this because I do have several tabs open, as you can see. They posted on their Facebook page, I believe, yeah, this is Facebook, says, passionate about our TCGs and love sharing your gameplay experiences? Join our content creator community starting Bushiroad Championship Series 25 to 26, 2025 and 2026. Yeah. And they obviously post a little link for it and everything. It shows recruitment. If you would like to produce content at a Bushiroad Championship Series, please sign up, which I do wonder if that does include a media pass type thing. I don't know what exactly to expect for that. I know a wonderful friend of the channel, Casually Weiss Schwarz, aka Lunchbox, has done anime a press thing before. He's done content creation stuff with Bushi. They've sponsored him for different videos and whatnot. And I've looked into maybe wanting to do something similar in the past, but I will admit on this channel, I've posted a lot of stuff bad-mouthing Bushi just as much as I've praised certain things that they've done. So I wanted to kind of take a look at this, and I figured, you know what, might as well record a video for it while we are taking a look at it. So obviously the link takes us to this little media page for the content creator recruitment, the content creator program, and it shows a little stuff as we scroll down. Passionate about sharing your love for Bushiroad's products and experience. I would hope that in almost 9 years of YouTube videos would say that I'm semi-passionate. We're looking for content creators to be part of our Bushiroad community starting blah, blah, blah. Is open to content creators and social media personalities who would love to share their journey in any of our games. Now, Bushi, I'm gonna move my little head here, where it says any of our games. Just point that out there. I would not be surprised if I applied for this saying, I want to do something for Weiss. And they're like, well, do you also want to do something for Vanguard or maybe Shadowverse? The most other thing I would want to do is maybe something for Hololive whenever they get that up and running for regional tournament level things. So I almost wonder if they're like, oh God, he wants to do Weiss Schwarz, if that would be a turnoff for them. I don't know, but I would hope for the best with this. So registration, submit your application via this Google form, which we do have. Selected candidates will receive a separate content submission form via email. Complete the form after publishing your content to receive the exclusive playmat. We're going to get to that. Please note that submitting your application does not guarantee you or a playmat. Our team will contact you via email should you be selected. So then they go down to eligibility, which we'll get back to this in a second here. But I do want to quickly show the fact of the main perk here. Exclusive BCS content creator playmat with customized name. Only 20 of these playmats will be available worldwide. So this looks really cool. This looks really neat, and I got a little expanded picture here to kind of showcase. And my head is still on, so it's like she's punching me in the head. It says Bushiroad, she's already targeting me. But yeah. So if you see, it says not for sale and everything, but it's Bushiroad Championship Series and everything. This looks kind of cool. I will not lie. I know I've been sarcastic with a lot of Bushi stuff on this channel, but this looks kind of sick. I'm not going to lie. It looks pretty cool. This would be an interesting thing to pick up. So keep that in mind as we go to this. Eligibility. To qualify, you must be 18 years old and above. Almost double that. Be passionate about Bushiroad TCG products. Products. Plural, meaning more than one, right? Cool, I like Hololive. There we go. Be able to attend one Bushiroad Championship Series 2025-2026 event. I'm already planning to go to Duluth next February, so I figured this kind of falls into that. Be an active content creator on one of the following social media platforms, such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. I got YouTube. I got the YouTube next to my ear. And technically we have a Facebook page, but it's never used. Anybody who wants to go dig that up, have fun. But I do not think it would be too much of a stretch to apply for this. Go to Duluth, make a video about it, covering the championship, series, regionals, and everything for that, and then submitting it and getting a free playmat out of it. I think that would be interesting, and it's not really much in the way of it's not like I'm going out of my way. I was already planning to go. So it kind of fits that, hey, I'm already in the process of doing this. I might as well get something extra out of it, or at least try to. Like I said, I would be very interested if they try to push Vanguard more on me, or like I said, Shadowverse or something of that nature. I would want to go for Weiss or HoloLive. That's the two. If they wanted me to go look over a specific event, that would be the thing I would want to try. And maybe I could look at some other of the regionals or something to be able to go, but I would like to try for this. We're gonna submit a little application in a little bit here. I do want to show what the media application does look like. Now, that being said, we do go down here to the FAQs. The very first thing is, do I need to have a large following to apply? No, we welcome creators with any amount of followers. And I mean, clearly base damage falls into that category, right?
You're like
base damage has thousands of subscribers or whatever.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
And then obviously to ask, how do I know if I'm accepted, or reach out to you via email? When will I receive my playmat? I love how this is a frequently asked question. When am I going to get it? You'll receive it by May 2026, which does work. Well, like I said, once again, in that little timeline, it says you will only receive it once you posted content relevant to the championship series and submitted it to us via the content submission form. So if I go in February, make content, post it up by March, ish, and go ahead and submit it via assuming they accept me into the content creator program, then I could very well get the prize here, which would be really cool. And I think it'd be, it says creator name right here, and I have content creator base damage up there. I think that'd be so cool, honestly. Or even my name, being Cade up there. I think that would be something interesting. So there is a thing before I even click over to this. It's going to show my email. So I'm going to have a shroud. So, all right, now that's being put to good use. We have up here, kindly note the following. This application is to receive Bushiroad's permission to produce content on your own channels at your own expense. This, obviously it's this is them saying we're not paying for your gas. We're not paying any travel expenses. It is all on you. Bushiroad is not recruiting or hiring personnel for any Bushiroad produced content. But you have content creators under you. I'm not going to call out anybody specific, but if anybody's watched enough streams and product streams and stuff like that, they have content creators that are personnel that they've hired. Or I say hired, but that they've consistently sponsored. So they already have people for that. They don't want to hire any more, I'm assuming. Bushiroad and tournament organizers are not responsible for providing any recording equipment. Totally fine. I basically just use my phone. Applications are reviewed on an individual basis. If you intend to work with... okay, so I was curious what that meant. If you intend to work with other individuals, collaborating with other content creators, please ask them to submit a separate application. I'm so sorry, Lunchbox. You have to submit separately. We can't collab on this. I'm so sorry, man. So that we're past the email and everything, I'm going to fill out all of this and everything. When I get down to here, we're gonna show some interesting things. I might not even show my answers and stuff like that. I may just go through it and just say that I've submitted the form and tell you if I see any other interesting questions, I'll show that. But for now, we're gonna pause. All right, unpausing just to show this really quickly. I'm only on page 2, where it says, what type of content do you intend to produce from our events? And I said, vlogs and podcast episodes. But the very next question, which tournaments are you interested in covering? Obviously, I clicked Weiss, but look at how many different things pertaining to Vanguard they want you to cover. Just wanted to point that out real quick. The other thing, obviously, I went ahead and selected Duluth. I'm going to continue from here. All right, so the application has been submitted. The last thing that I do want to talk about was the very last question that they had up here, which was, do you have any questions, concerns, etc.? And me being the honest person that I am, I straight up said, hey, I'm kind of concerned about possible favoritism in the knowing the fact of I plan to make Schwarz content when, as you saw before, there's a whole lot of different Vanguard tournaments and events. There's varying different kinds of Vanguard. I feel that Weiss is going to be looked down upon a little bit more. So I mentioned to them that I said, hey, even if I don't get selected for it, I plan to make content regardless. Thank y'all very much for the opportunity to even be able to apply for a content creator program. I just wanted to share this really quick. So they're going to send me the email and everything in a little bit here. So we will have to keep an eye out for that. If I somehow get accepted before the end of the year, I will be incredibly surprised. I never expect anything of this to happen for this, but maybe also getting like eyes out there with Bushi, and they go, oh wow, this dude has been making Weiss content for a very long time with a lot of different people. Clearly there's an interest here. Maybe we should explore that. That's kind of my hope with this. I don't expect a lot of stuff to come about. I don't expect to get paid for the content that I'm doing. It's cool if I can get a little extra kickback, like playmats or maybe some other future offers. Who knows? You never know, and you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So that is what we're going to be trying to do today. But yeah, that is going to be it for us today. Thank you very much for watching. Y'all stay safe and stay based.